lot of people didn't. How's it doing today? I have something upsetting, I suppose, to talk about. But I suppose people have heard about the Love Island. Caroline Flack, at age 40, died of took her own life the other day. It's tragic. It's what he did. She was only 40, and it's tragic. It's tragic. You as somebody who experienced that when he was younger, and when I was younger, somebody experienced that was in the same boat as Willie Haw. Feeling so alone in the world, feeling so down in yourself, and trying smiling smiling in public and trying to make out everything was okay, and it really wasn't okay. That's hard to do. It's hard. It's really really hard, and it's always, as I always say, it's hard to know what's happening inside the person. It might be all smiles and all, happiness outside, but inside you could be depressed and upset. That's the worst thing about not knowing. You don't know. And one word what to say, talk about your problems. Don't try and be a one man army and try and get through it yourself. Talk about your issues, talk about what's affecting you, and because one mind, two minds are better than one mind, and there's always a solution to every problem. There's no solution that can't be. There's no problem that can't be solved. And it's just, it's hard to hear. It's really, really hard to hear, and it's heartbreaking to hear it. That somebody at such a young age could, at 40, prime of her life, it's desperate. And this is happening every day of the week to people under 18. And somebody dies of suicide every 45 seconds. As we speak, as this video goes on, somebody's died from suicide. 3 or 4 people died from suicide across the world. And it's hard. It's really, really hard to think about it, and to think that some people are even, like some girls at 13 even committing suicide, because of certain issues, and sometimes it's trauma, sometimes it's other things, but it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to see what's happening inside the person. It's hard, but I'm just saying to people, it's okay not to be okay, and people always think, you should push through it, and you should not, stop and think about it, but you should keep yourself busy. But that's the wrong kind of attitude to go with. It's always good to talk about your problems. It's never good to try and keep it inside you and try and keep going, because as I said, I'm going through a personal issue, and I've said it many times. I tried one man army since December, and obviously, it got to a point a few weeks ago, I couldn't push on any further. And it absolutely, it took me down for a week. Like, it literally just drained everything out of me, drained every emotion, every bit of energy out of me. Because I tried the one man army, and it does get you, it does affect you. Like, you might be good for 2 or 3 months, but it's going to come back and bite you in the backside, in other words. And it's always good to talk, and it felt good, going into a therapist and talking about it. Because I knew it would help me. It might not solve the problem, but it helped me, getting it out of your system. And that's what it's about, getting it out of your system. Because a problem shared is a problem that's going to be sorted. And it's always good to know, as I said at the time, and it's something, many people did take up too, that somebody, the one word I used, is good to see that somebody cared. Because when I was younger, when I was going through mental health problems, I didn't believe that anybody cared. And I believed that nobody was there for me back in 2016 and everything like that. But this time I felt like people were there for me, and loads of people were behind me, and everybody was supporting me, and it was great. It was really, really humbling to have that support, because it was really, really desperate. It was very desperate. As I was saying, first time in 5 days, I just sat in my room here, just done nothing. I literally done nothing. I couldn't do anything. Because I was so depressed and so upset and so drained, emotionally drained, and so depressed and so everywhere. And I'm saying to people, talk. It's always good to talk. There's no harm to talk. And there's nothing in this world that can't be fixed, as I said. As I said, 2 brains are better than 1 brain. And it's like, it's hard. It's really, really hard in young people nowadays, especially young people with social media, and have trolls on it and are trying to get you to do things. But I'm just saying to people, ignore them. If they want you to do something, like some people, I've seen a few cases where people have bullied people into committing suicide. you just, when these people are never got, when these people are never accountable to anything, and because they have so many fake accounts and everything like that, they can run away to the fake accounts. But don't pass any heed on them, because they only I don't know what they want to do, but they obviously not well themselves, whoever wants people to do that. And obviously they get some kick out of it, which is very sick of them. But I'm just saying to people, mind yourself, put your health first. It doesn't matter about money. It doesn't matter about anything else in the world. Your health is your wealth, and your mental health is your wealth. You can always get, we can always, a thing like a property, or let's just take, for example, a phone. You can always get another phone if you lose it or something like that. There's no point worrying about that. You can always get another one. Or if you crash your car, there's no point worrying about it or upsetting yourself about it. Because you can always get it back, but your health, and to believe me, for somebody that's suffered through it, you can't get back your health. Because your health is your wealth, and that's simple. As long as you have your health and as long as you're happy, then what more do you want? And that's something I stick true in life. So my advice just to people, talk about your problems. Never be afraid to say, I need to talk. I'm not okay. Because everybody needs to let out steam every so often. To talk to their friends, talk to their family about things. And everybody's human. Nobody's a robot. Nobody can go through life without talking about their problems. And everybody hits a rough patch in the road. Or a pothole in the road. And they always, people need help every so often. And it's okay to be okay. And that's what I want to get through. Because I know myself, I'm very experienced in this sector. It's really, really okay to talk. And it's never, don't feel like you're alone. That's the one thing you'd never ever get into your mind. Always try and get yourself out of that mindset if you ever feel like that you're alone, because nobody's alone in this world. Everybody's with you, everybody's supporting you, your whole community, your whole family, your friends, everybody's behind you, and everybody will support you. And never feel that you're alone. And the simple that that's the one thing you need to know, that you're never alone. There's always somebody out there that cares about you, and there's always somebody that's there for you. And no matter who you are, no matter if you're the celebrity, no matter if you're the President of Ireland, no matter if you're anybody, there's always somebody who cares. So thank you for watching. And if you do feel like you need help or anything like that, don't be afraid to go and ring up a hotline, or ring up So Sad if you're living in Ireland, or CAMS in Ireland. Or don't be afraid to even go into your local GP and talk about it. So yeah, thank you for watching.